All right. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I just want to take a moment to say thanks for tuning in, everybody. I am super excited. We are going to be starting off today. Well, actually, it's tonight time, so let's be honest. But tonight, we're going to be sitting down talking with Frenchie French of Frenchie French Productions, and we're going to be talking to her about a petition that she started at IMS. And the petition, we're going to get to talk about we're going to dive a little bit deeper in to know a little bit more about why she started it, just giving her a chance to talk and really make it clear to her fellow students and then also the administration if it's unclear to certain people, because I know a lot of people have had opinions about it and you have an opinion about something, but you may not know her reasoning behind it or also the why. So tonight we're going to find out the why and we're going to dive a little bit deeper. So let's bring it on to the screen, y'all. I'm super excited. Let's bring her in. So, hey, French, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Doing great. I'm so excited that you asked me to do this. I'm
Yeah.
honored. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you so much. So, we're going to dive right into it. So, French, tell us about the petition because I just introduced the people to it. I know it's a petition started for IMS. So, the petition is to get the students back into IMS, back with that hands on training, but also not having them to be charged for it. And to have this time that you guys are spending at home, working from home, use as intern hours. Am I correct?
You're correct.
Okay, perfect. So, tell us a little bit more about it.
Okay, so the petition was started because I feel like we're being cheated. Of course, everything is business, and I feel like we definitely should not be treated as just a number. The school is only 8 months, so it's definitely a fast-paced, accelerated program. To get your feet wet and give you knowledge to get into the industry. So, of course, with the COVID-19, we have the stay-at-home order, and it's great to keep, to stay connected and to show you how the media works during times like this. However, there's no way that we are getting exactly what we paid for, as far as with the experience or the knowledge. So that was the main motive behind starting the petition. I feel as if we are definitely being cheated through the virtual classes. However, they are resourceful, but they won't give us like what we need. A lot of people need the hands-on. A lot of people need that, one-on-one. And with the virtual, it's I don't it I don't it's very challenging, let's just say, because you still have to get graded. And I feel as if those classes should count as labs and intern hours for the work that we do complete.
So, just to make it clear for everyone, just in case you guys haven't heard of it, Illinois Media School is located in Chicago. It's actually across the nation. They have programs in every state pretty much. And so it's a fast paced, on track 8 month program that allows people that want to join the broadcasting field to really put their hands on talent and to be on air, literally. It's called Be on Air. And so, for those, like you can be in front of the camera, you can be behind the camera, and you learn everything in between. So you learn the nicks and the necks of everything. So with that, I understand what you're saying, French, by saying you're not getting that hands-on training because you have to have that equipment, and you guys are not having that equipment, which is a big part of being in the industry. Because with the school, it's in a way a trade school because you are having that hands-on training to really go right into the work field. So you know Adobe Audition, you know how to operate a camera, you know how to operate a board. And so with you guys being at home right now, I understand what you're saying by saying you're not getting that full depth of the program, which is completely understandable. But I have to look at it from the IMS perspective as well too. We're giving you that training right now. We're giving you the at home part. So we're giving you the communication part. We're giving you that other part. But I get what you're saying. Like I said, of course, like you want that hands-on part because everyone's not the same. And so, what my next question would be is, have they not offered you guys like any type of like, oh, like contact your professor after class or like one-on-ones or anything of that sort to kind of help bridge that gap for those people that aren't necessarily at the same pace as everyone else? Because everyone, let's be honest, everyone doesn't learn at the same pace. Everyone has a different way of learning. Everyone's not a visual learner. Some people have to read it to understand it. And so I want to know, is IMS catering to those needs of you guys?
I know that they are reaching out to certain individuals. I don't know if, what the conversations are. I do hear the complaints of the students. However, we do have access to email, the instructors. A lot of the instructors are making it to whereas, they're coming and they're telling us, hey, if you need extra help, email. Do I think that's enough? No. Why? Because I feel as if, our attendance of even being in that class is helping them to get paid, because at the end of the day, that's exactly what it is. And then you have to look at the demographics of what makes that school up. So again, I feel as if I had to use my voice to bring awareness to the school. Hey, this is not right. And as well as to the students, because you have students that have not been logging in, because a lot of students, are like, I just can't. And I'm looking forward to administration reaching out to us as one. I have spoken with someone in administration. That was like 2 weeks ago, and I have not had any follow-up back with that. Again, I feel as if it's not enough just them saying, hey, if you need extra help, let us know, because we are not getting that hands-on. And once you finish that block, it's over with. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So what is it exactly that you're going for in the petition? Like, what are the results that you want to see come from this petition?
I want students that have not been logging in virtually to still be able to receive the same offer that we had, because I know not logging in, it messes with your attendance. I want the school to acknowledge that there is a petition, like, acknowledging it with me is not the same as acknowledging that there is a petition. It's not addressing the concerns of the students. And what I want to come from this is that everybody is able to go back to school, as they said, but they need to tell us, how much can we review? What does the review consist of? Is it going to just be the instructor telling us, hey, this was the assignment and do this? Or is it going to be like the whole 4 weeks? Or like, what does that entail? Like, there's no detail to that. And then they're saying at no cost, but then at no cost for what? Will the students get a chance to go back and actually run one of the programs that the students are able to run to get that experience? Are the students able to go back and actually participate physically in the workshops if and when the school opens? Because there are accusations, that some of the students are as well concerned as myself, because some people have paid their tuition up. Is that money refundable? So there's a lot of unanswered questions. The petition, again, is not being addressed. It has been addressed, but not in a way that it can be legally documented that this is a concern.
When you say the petition hasn't been addressed, so you want the petition addressed to the entire school, or like, how many people have you had to sign your petition yet? And like, how many signatures are you looking to get?
I'm looking to get 100 signatures. Right now, we do have 69 signatures. The students are misinformed about a lot of things. That's why I appreciate this interview, because I'm hoping that it helps with answers to some of the questions people may have, or they're able to reach out to me, and we can all as one communicate, because the petition, again, is not to stop the school from receiving checks. It's not to put the instructors out of work. However, it is to protect us and what we actually pay for. At this point, I feel like we have to just kind of work with what we have. And if it's like if it's, you know, it is what it is once you give it to them. There's no looking back once you completed a block. So my whole thing is just like communicate with us. Let us know what's going to happen to the students that are completing their online work, but is not signing in virtually to the classes. You know, I want them to be safe. I want to make sure they have a safety net. What's in place for that? And instead of just, you know, saying the same thing over and over, I'm asking that you actually write things out in detail, what it means, and communicate with everybody as a whole versus reaching out to certain students.
So you said, one thing that you said, and I heard it, and correct me if I'm wrong, was that you want the people that have been logging on and doing their online work to receive the same benefits as those who have been attending virtual classes. What would you say, like, let's say administration comes to you and say, okay, like, we understand those that have been logging in virtually into class and that have been participating. We have a program for you guys because you guys have put forth that effort. What happens? Like, would you agree with that or would you disagree? Because the people that are going to class, I commend you all because it takes a lot to go to class, especially with all these circumstances that are happening. It takes a lot even just to wake up and just stand up now because it can be very depressing. So that in itself is strength within itself. But if you have the time to go online and do the virtual online work, why can't you log into class?
True. And I would say that's why that was another reasoning behind the petition to protect those students that are not logging in, because how I look at it is if you complete that online work, they're still meeting their quota to receive the payments for your presence. But it wouldn't be right if they're only asking you to do that and telling you not to log in or you can't, you know, log in. But I definitely encourage every student to log in virtually, even with it being a petition, because you still want to make sure that you're doing everything that you're supposed to do. You're in compliance with your work so that, you know, you can move forward and to just take advantage of even the virtual classes that they are doing now, because you're still receiving information. So don't cheat yourself because you already spent that money and you definitely cannot get it back. That's my advice to the students. Definitely log in. Do I think that it would be fair if there was it benefited us and not them? I do not. Because again, the communication is not really there. It's kind of like, okay, this is what we're going to do. So, you know, come to class, or if you have any questions, ask this and this and this. But I think a foreman type of meeting, even if they are scheduled at different times, is appropriate.
Agreed. And so you have 69 signatures on your document thus far. What do you think is a hesitation from having other students sign onto it? Like, what do you think is holding them back from signing your petition now that we have almost laid it out for everybody? Like, what do you think some of their hesitations would be from signing it?
I think a lot of people are afraid of retaliation when there's petitions involved. I believe that a lot of people are being taken advantage of because of their situation, and administration is sending, you know, the people that we have good rapport to sit on the front line and kind of speak to these people, these students. And I think that's kind of what's like making them not really want to sign the petition, because they're not in the know. They don't have full understanding or understand how it would benefit them to sign the petition. Because if you don't sign a petition and you're still not signing up for classes, you're not in compliance.
So if we could sum it all up, just to kind of get us to our home base, because I don't want to keep you for too long, but if we can sum it up, like, what is the petition about? For those who are still a little bit in like the red and like, I don't know, like I'm not completely understanding, what would you say is the objective of your petition and like the meat and potatoes behind it?
The meat and potatoes to the petition is that we deserve the full curriculum of the program. We deserve the hands-on, and because COVID-19 has interfered with our lives, we should not have to pay the price for that and moving forward, or get pushed out because they have to keep their seats filled and coming.
Got it. And so for anybody that has any type of questions, or they're like, okay, like I definitely want to get involved and I want to go beyond that, like how can they get in contact with you?
They can reach me by email at Frenchie French Production. That's FRENCHE FRENCHPRODUCTION
Got it. And then if they want to sign the petition, where do they go?
They can go to change.org and they could look for IMS students. Type in IMS and it'll pop right up. Or you can go to my page. It's open for the public to see. I'll share that right after this, and that is Frenchie French, as you see it appearing across the screen. Type that in and I should pop up. If you cannot add me as a friend or send me a message, because my page is kind of semi-private, my business page should pop up, and it's a cartoon character of me. Just shoot me an email and I will respond.
Got it. And then any final closing words?
Yes. Stay safe. If you are a student of IMS, please participate. Do not give up hope. Do not give up on your own education, and sign the petition, or, reach out to administration and see how you can catch up if you have not been keeping up with the work. Those are my words. And continue to walk in your purpose. Free game.
Thanks, Frenchie. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
Thank you so much. And so, guys, I just want to wrap it up, and I want to kind of sum it up for you guys. So French gave you guys a lot of information about the petition. She kind of laid it out really nicely for you guys. If you guys do have any questions, please be sure to visit that petition on change.org and look it up for IMS students, because you can always find all the information that you need on there. Also, if you have any questions, contact her directly. She will be dropping her link to get in contact with her, and this will be both on my YouTube page, but then also on her page as well too. She's going to share it to her page. So please make sure, students, if you want to get involved, that you get involved, and that you don't just stand by and let things pass you by, because it takes all of us to change something. So if we want to make a change, we have to be a part of the change. We can't just speak about it, we have to be about it. And I appreciate Frenchie for doing this and really putting herself on the front line and really being a part of that change. So thanks for tuning in, and make sure that you subscribe to my channel, okay? I don't know why you're not, but subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and I hope you guys find a yes in this hour. So thanks. We were sipping some tea with Frenchie, and we are out of here. Thanks, guys.